And the Just Egg bread and the Frank's hot sauce, and then I have a glass of chocolate milk. So anyway, I've already worked out. I did my skincare. I'm just eating breakfast. And then I have a mass editing session to do and a follow-up for the editing session that's booked in for today. Ideally, I want to have the editing session done as quickly as possible. I'm just so ready to go really hard for a short amount of time, get it done, get it sent out, and have it high quality, obviously. And then focus on other things that I have to get done and do. And that's where we're at. I do inevitably feel like we're gonna move past just essay editing, and I don't mind doing that either. But right now, this is where my clientele is. But on my social media page, it does also say social media posts under the types of writing services I offer. So I had actually also tried reaching out to some people I know that own businesses. It's just after a few, I kind of stopped. I think I only contact like 2 to 3 people. But I will try once again. My Facebook friends, I don't know if people just, the people that I have added don't really use Facebook, or what is it? Because I have like 500 friends and very few responded to any of the events or to like my page when I made my business page on Facebook. That's just kind of, I think, the climate right now. Which is a little bit shocking, actually, considering yeah, it's a little bit shocking. I think people just don't check their Facebook notifications very often. Who knows? What do you think? Do you think people don't like me? He's like, no, that can't be it. Can that be it? No, I didn't think so either. Anyway, I'm really excited to have the feeling of being done editing this assignment. I'm really excited. So it's been on my mind what I'm gonna do and everything, like planning it out for more than a few days. I have an exact execution plan in mind right now. The thing about here, I always see and hear planes going by. One of my favorite parts of being in this space, living in this space. And I think Basil likes it too. It keeps things entertaining for him. I'm watching a plane right now. Sometimes they're really low, like really close. Chocolate milk. I have been standing more while I've been working. So just, you guys have probably seen too in the vlog. So I am sitting less. But for editing a written essay, I find it really hard versus if I'm editing a video, I can stand. But when I'm editing an essay, like a written essay, I don't know why, but I can't do it while standing. So I feel like I'm gonna have to sit for this. So this clip will be seated. And I might not vlog very much. Basil, excuse me. Excuse me, I'm on the phone. Basil, I'm vlogging. He's playing with something he should not be playing with, but I just don't think for this specifically, this task, it's not a task I could do standing. If it was more of a fun kind of thing, I think it'd be different. But if it's for a written academic essay, I have to sit. I don't know why. I just do. I'm about halfway through with editing, and I just took a little break to grab some coffee, which I have at the table, and also just move my legs a bit. I feel like I needed it because I was starting to get, it's going well, but because I want it to be so well, I need to take more mini breaks just because I get a little bit overwhelmed. So that's what we're doing right now. I'm also aware that I'm getting my period soon. So that might be contributing to the little bit of added anxiety that I didn't have last time I was doing something like this, but also this assignment is a lot harder that I'm editing. So there you go, that's what's going on in my emotional world. I am fully done editing. It took longer than I had anticipated, but I feel good about my part in the process. I just am a bit brain drained. Brain drained, is that a word? Or like brain right now. You all know what I said. Everyone heard what I said and I didn't say it. I think I'm actually going to take an exercise break, right, boo-boos? Yeah, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm gonna go work out, take a step away from my current space and get a workout in. I have a consult in the afternoon, so I just have to, it's not going to take much prep. I just have to kind of go over it in my head, what coaching I want to do based off how this editing process went, just so that he's learning. And I just strongly feel in my head, I feel like every student I work with is a potential writer, and I am training them to one day write a book or write a novel or take this more professionally or whatever route they go down, because I think there is a book in everyone. I literally fully in my heart believe there is one good book in every single person. And my goal, subtly, that I never really stated out loud before, is that I feel like it's my role to foster that and to help everyone along that path. So I think it's a disservice to yourself in the world if you don't write one book. So there you go. I'm just gonna see Basil for a bit, and I'm gonna head out to the gym because I really need to get out of here. My brain needs a break. I often wonder how I did 5-year program at university and had assignments like this for multiple classes at the same time. It just seems impossible now that I'm like 30 and working with university students. It was so much different. Right, Basil? How do people do it? How did people do it before? I'm officially at the gym. Where do I put you guys? That was actually the biggest hump for today, and I feel like after this workout I can really ease into the second part of the day, which is going to be editing the vlog that goes out. It's not a vlog this week, it's like a chatty get ready with me, because I didn't end up vlogging some parts of my summer, but also I want everything to connect because it is supposed to connect. And I feel like it creates a cohesiveness that is necessary when you're building a story. But the vlog after that, I do a plan with me. The plan with me might be bonus content, or it might be in the actual vlog itself. That's the third decision that I have to decide, but that's for the video after, so I have time to make that decision. I'm just trying to let you guys in a bit on my mind and how I think about these things, and really let you in on how it is something that's in my head that I'm actively thinking through for days and days before I actually start executing. And I feel like one strategy I could use to reduce my cognitive load so that I can be freed up for other things, especially my working memory. Though the capacities are different, but I still feel like this takes up a certain amount of cognitive load that it shouldn't. And that would be to just write these things down so that I'm not carrying them in my head. So write these considerations down for when I do edit and have a bit of an editing notebook, which I do already have, but to use it for its set purpose. And I think that will help, especially with some of the cognitive issues I still experience. I actually had to have a conversation with someone really close to me the other day about it, because it's something that I feel like I have to constantly remind people, even though I tell them, and I feel like I'm a strong communicator in that way, where even when I was really, really tired and really, really exhausted, I still found it in me to try to explain to people that I really cared about having relationships with what was going on and how it was impacting me. And unfortunately, a lot of people chose to misunderstand and not listen and to disregard what I said. But even the people that I feel like were more understanding, I still find that I have to pretty consistently explain what's going on and how it impacts me. And then I'm halfway between, okay, they don't have a healthcare background. I worked with clients like this. I have direct experience with people that experience what I'm experiencing right now, like with the chronic pain and the memory and the burnout and the depression and all those things, and how complex and complicated it makes your life and how debilitating it can be. And I have to remind myself that these people don't have that same background. So it makes it harder for them to understand. But also, I think it goes twofold. I think a lot of people around me actually are experiencing forms of what I went through, but accepting my story and what's happening to me means they also have to accept facing probably some of the related experiences that they might be having to me. And because of that, I think that plays a large part in how people choose to treat me and how people choose to respond to me being more vulnerable and open about the symptoms that I experience and how debilitating it's been. It's like if they deny my reality, they're also denying their own reality, and then they don't have to deal with it for whatever amount of time, which is unfortunate. But I see that, and I also hold space for the fact that it sucks for me to have to deal with that in so many people. Anyways, I'm going to head inside and get a workout in. I'll see if I record today. I kind of am feeling like a therapy self-focus session where I don't have the camera out and I'm not worrying about camera angles or getting a shot of me doing X exercise. So we will see what ends up happening. But I am going inside. Overall, though, today's been a really good day. And the conversations that took place, I feel like they're taking place with people that care to understand. And just because someone cares to understand doesn't mean the conversations you have, especially about complicated things like mental health and depression and anxiety and feelings and emotions, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be an easy conversation just because someone cares to understand. So you just have to find the people that you want to go through that with, you want to go through that confusion with, you want to go through that journey of trying to understand each other with, you want to go through that exploration of human experience with. And I think that's where I'm at. Okay, I 1 second. I just finished and I'm about to head home. Okay, I'm about to head home. I have to have lunch. I think I'm going to have a wrap when I get home and take a shower. So that's it. That's all. I'm fairly certain. I'm just going to figure out what song I'm going to listen to on my way home. I'm fairly certain I got my period during my workout. I was doing RDLs with the kettlebells. I think during then it came. So that's my life update. And this is what I'm going to listen to. And when you don't, you don't. I am officially done the consult, the post consult for the essay editing project that I was doing. And that was really the last thing standing in my way from, there's a hair in my mouth. That was the last thing standing in my way. Also, I did get my period, but that was the last thing standing in my way before a major editing spree, vlog editing spree. I'm really excited for this. I feel like I've been looking forward to this, but I knew the bump in the road before was going to be getting this essay project done and sent. I feel really proud of the essay and my student for just how far along I can already tell his skill set's developed. But it is a little bit nerve-wracking. I do feel the same jitters that I used to get when I was submitting my own assignments in school, and I still get those. Like, I still get those, even it's like secondhand jitters. But still, I don't mind it. I feel like it's feelings I'm almost used to. I think there's just a comfort level there with that type of anxiety that I have that isn't necessarily always there with content related anxiety. It's different anxiety, definitely. But also before I start doing the vlog editing type of work, I feel like I just need an hour or so of decompression. So I might just do a little bit of yoga and belly breathing type exercises or diaphragmatic breathing exercises. And I'm also feel like what this vlog is missing is some sort of cooking adventure, and I still feel that the finale of this is going to be getting the workshop posted and then making corn dogs. And I just feel like that's my vision for this whole chapter. That's like gonna be the big end moment for this chapter. It's like, I'm gonna get the workshop posted, it's gonna take off, and we're gonna make corn dogs. But yeah, I do have to actually make sure that the filming takes place. I'm gonna be placing the order for the soft light box shortly. I still haven't fully decided which one I want to buy. I feel like it's an important purchase. I don't want to have to return anything. And I haven't really sat down since I last spoke about this. Well, I did briefly take a look. I think it was yesterday or this morning. I'm pretty sure it was yesterday, but I haven't looked since. And I want to consult a few different sources to figure out which softbox to get. Just a bit of insight on what went on during the consult. We talked about thesis development, basically normalizing how the thesis developed so that my student knows that this is a normal part of writing a good paper. And that was that reverse engineering is a normal part of writing a good paper, because the paper, well, the thesis itself didn't change much, but some of the words in the intro changed after the body paragraphs had been written. The idea of the paper didn't change. The major argument didn't change. It's just the wording that changed. And so I just wanted to normalize that so that my student knows that's part of the process, is that the essay and the thesis and the intro will develop as the body develops. I have not seen that not happen before. Okay, I am in my room and I have Diet Pepsi here, and I'm going to, so the project that we're working on is, I think it's this one. Okay, wait, no, that has this in it. This is actually the vlog. So instead of having the August catch up as a separate video on its own, which it is quite long, it's like, guys, it's 30 minutes of me talking, and I still have to add in something about where I went. I need a second to think.
I got a bit sick. Also, my period was really heavy, and I'm having symptoms of like low iron. So
I've been better about taking my iron.
Really leaving my house for a very long time. Like
okay, it's not as dense as I thought it was. I'm gonna post it separately. That'll give me 3 videos. It'll also give me 1 week where the content is a little bit shorter, and I feel like I need a breather week, and this will give me a breather week. Though I am going to have to probably right now, film part of this, a part for this. I think what I'm gonna focus on today is kind of mapping out what I talk about so that before I cut, I have an idea of where I talked about what, and just in case I repeated things, because sometimes I will bird walk. So I'll talk about one thing, go to another, jump to another, go back to what I was originally talking about, and then. But I think what I want to do, because as I'm editing, something that happens, and then I will miss it when I do my second or third round of editing too. You might not notice it much because I feel like I usually catch it, but in especially I think short form or like TikTok content for some reason, what I'm doing, no, I feel like I've been doing it less lately, but sometimes what I do is I will talk about something and then talk about it again and then talk about it again. And oftentimes I don't even realize that happened. So I'm going to grab a notebook or something, and I'm going to take notes in that notebook because I feel like it's necessary. Okay, I just grabbed a piece of paper. I'm just gonna take little notes as I do this. I almost ordered sushi for our edit with me today. I feel like it's our thing, but then I realized our thing is to have a beverage or to have sushi or cereal, apparently. So today we have Pepsi. I already ate dinner. Guys, I feel like I want to see if my mic connects to this as well. Guess what? It does. It has both. Okay, I feel like this is charged. So I'm gonna play this back. It's not terrible, but I do strongly feel like it has to be separate from the vlog that comes after this. So this was filmed, and then the plan with me was filmed the next day, and then the vlog starts right after the plan with me. And my idea right now is that next week, which is this week, which is November 19th episode or chapter. It's not a chapter. Okay. The 19th, November 19th page, the page is the chatty catch up. I feel like it's a good breather between the vlogs. I do think you need breather space. And then November 20th, it's going to be the bonus content. So it's a plan with me. Which will likely be, I think, a little bit shorter. Sorry, not November 20th. That's next week. So this will be the last video before Vlogmas starts. And I am totally okay with that because, yeah, so November 26th. November 26th will be the bonus content. Plan with me. It's a really nice spread. I really like that spread. And I think those two shorter posts, they'll really help me get ahead for. I think we're going to post the first Vlogmas on November 30th at midnight, which is basically December 1st. Yeah, I feel like that's my plan. That was my plan intuitively before, and I feel like I need to stick to it because it's going to flow the best. I also feel like um, I haven't had a different format post go up for my main part of my channel, not the shorts, in a while. It's been a few weeks of vlogs now. And you know what? I recorded it this way. I was thinking of something. And when in the video itself, I say, hey, watch the chatty catch up and then watch the bonus content and then watch this. So I'm just going to stick to what past me had thought of back in August when this was all filmed. And I feel like that's the best course of action. It's 6:22 p.m. I'm going to write that down. I do think I can get this edited today. Not exported, but I do think it'll be edited today. I'm about to film for this post. I'm going to film the intro for this one, just talking about how I don't talk about how I went to San Francisco, so it's included in this vlog. I will be right back. I am knee deep in editing. I'm 15 and 28 minutes in. It's not that bad as I thought it was. I feel like I've been really critical of all the commentary that I've had. That's gonna still stay in this, but it's not as bad as I made it seem. I feel like it's actually still pretty entertaining for anyone that just wants to play a talky, chatty style vlog in the background as they're making dinner or something. That's the vibe. It's also really interesting because of course, a section of this is me in November, and then the rest of it is from August. And I feel like because it's back to back, you can definitely see the vibe change. And from my perspective, from what I sense, it's a positive change. But it's really interesting because you can't deny it when you watch a clip of me now versus when this in August. It's just, you can't. Back to back, it's so obvious. I'm at 24 minutes and 19 seconds into this. I don't know why it made it seem like it was terrible. It's not at all. The problem I'm having is I do mention some things twice, but I also like the flow of how it is naturally and it came out naturally, and I don't want to change that. So I have my little notes right here, and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to move anything, but I feel like if I move something, it's going to lose the original energy of how everything came out. And the way I talk, especially back then, especially you'll notice throughout this year, if you're paying attention, is I get better and better at talking throughout the video, or usually even my vlogs, they get better as I go through the week. Even if oftentimes the beginning is a bit bumpy, I feel, or if it's a bit slower. So it just seems like I have that in here too, where the depth of disclosure, it just naturally flows to me being a bit more open. And I don't think that natural change in energy is going to be captured if I move things. That's why I'm not going to. I have taken little things out and I'm going to leave it the way it is. But yeah, I do touch on a few things twice. I did do that this time too. I think there's things I talked about a little bit here and there, was even the health stuff. I talk about my health and period near the beginning, and then I talk about my ear issues I'm having way later on. So ideally, I would have liked for that to be closer together, but I'm gonna leave it. It is 8:46 p.m. on Tuesday, and the vlog is edited and it's ready to go. So I'm just doing one final watch through, and then I'm going to download, export. I'm so excited. Even the thumbnail's done. Even the thumbnail's done, guys. Mind you, right as I'm getting used to this whole setup, I'm about to totally throw my life out of whack by doing Vlogmas. And it's November 18th. Guys, I have until... Basically, I just have to spend 1 hour each day editing content for Vlogmas. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 13 days to get a head start. Less, because the first one's going on the 30th. Guys, I'm actually a little concerned that I have maybe too much content. I have to replan some things. I think I need to like get everything on here and actually do a count. I do have a bit of a count on my iMovie, which I can give you guys a rough idea. So this one's done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's still 9 November, December vlogs that need to go up, or videos. I think it's actually 10. It's actually 11 if I include the one I just edited. There's 11. We'll see what happens. It's better to have more filmed than less filmed. Look at my bruise. Basically, I think what's gonna... Okay, this is my prediction. Also, I just shoot my shit out loud, so you guys can't always take everything I say as the end-all be-all, because plans change, and of course, I show my pivots, because I give you guys a live look into my real life thinking as it's happening. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking some of the Vlogmas episodes at the end of December are going to be quite long. I also am considering if next week, if I do have enough content anyways, because the plan with me is really short and it's not going to take very long to edit. I'm wondering if next week, potentially, there might be 2 videos released. I think I'm also forgetting that I need to check what day November 30th is. Okay, given that November 30th is the same week as the video that goes up next week, there's going to be 2 videos next week anyway, if you count Sunday as part of next week. Not this Sunday after. Anyways, my prediction stands. I think some of the episodes near the end are going to be quite a bit in length. I also think I bit off more than I can chew. But I also think I gave myself a really big head start, because how am I basically done the next 2 videos already? They don't need much editing. They're already imported. I just have to separate them mostly, and then there's a few frames that need to be like turned around. And if I really wanted to, I could probably have them edited before the end of the week and still manage to keep everything else in check mostly. The thing is, my year, this vlog and all these vlogs, they'll very accurately portray that there's quite a lot going on, and I'm gonna work till the end of the year. But also early on in the year, we have a family vacation and are traveling, so I'm okay with that though. I'm okay with however it happens. I feel like regardless, we'll get a Christmassy vibe while we're still in the December releases of the vlogs. But I do hope that Our family Christmas traditions are a pancake breakfast on Christmas morning, and usually the guys watch football. It's just chill. Like, we're really chill. And usually there's a few family dinners, or 1 to 2 family dinners during the holidays. One year I was in California at my Masi's house, which is my mom's sister. And then last year, my sister's boyfriend's family hosted us. There's been years where we host. It just usually ends up like that. I'm concerned enough that I will over-prepare, which is a healthy amount of concern. My concern is unhealthy when it ends up being too overwhelming for me to start. So right now I'm not at that point. Anyways, since I preach about balance, I'm gonna show you guys that I'm about to be reading. So my video is exporting. You can probably hear it, the fan kicking into gear. And I'm gonna read Crown of Midnight because I already finished The Irresistible Urge to Fall for Your Enemy. I've already talked about it. I feel like this is gonna be repetitive, but if this is your genre, if fantasy, if romantasy is your genre, this is your book, and you will thank me. You will literally thank me profusely. You will thank me profusely for recommending this book to you. So check it out if you like romantasy, which is romance and fantasy, the two best things in the entire world together in a genre. That is romantasy. Okay, I'm just gonna get all cozied up and we're going to read for a bit. And hopefully this export is exported. Okay, I've talked so much about the other book. I feel like I also have to talk about this one. It's really good as well. It's a series. It's much longer. The other book is only a duology. There's 2. This is a lot longer. My little sister recommended it. It was also recommended to me by the Chapters associate. The day I went to Chapters, she told me to give it a go. It was really good. You guys are really close. I'm just gonna move you back. So I do highly recommend this series as well. I think the other one's a lighter read. This is a little bit heavier. Both female leads in these books are badasses. Like, badass, intelligent, highly capable, well-spoken, attitude-y, multifaceted. They're just really well-rounded characters, well-developed characters, and yeah, I don't see why someone, if you like my content, why you wouldn't like both these books. I feel like they both remind me of very divine type of archetype women, like divine feminine women. And that is all. I'm gonna say goodnight. Good night.